Hi everyone, welcome to What's for Dinner. My name is Gordo and this is my dad.
Hello.
He was a chef and restaurant owner for more than 20 years and he's here to teach us how to cook simple Chinese dishes at home. And today we are making chicken lo mein.
Lo mein can be mixed and matched with many different types of veggies and proteins such as beef, pork, broccoli, or spinach. So you can always mix around with what you'd like as long as the main sauces are there. And for this recipe, we will be using chicken breast and cabbage as our main protein and veggies. So here are the rest of our ingredients: salt, sugar, chicken flavoring, soy sauce, cornstarch, egg noodles, bean sprouts, one big onion, green onions, and a green cabbage. Alright, so let's start prepping the chicken. Well, I guess the cabbage wants all the attention to himself, so I guess we'll just keep on going. We're going to start off butterflying the chicken breasts in half and then cutting them diagonally into thin and wide strips. They kind of resemble chicken chips in a way. For the green onions, slice them into 2-inch pieces and then cut each piece into 3s roughly. Then finally slice up the onions into strips and maybe wear some of those goggles so you're not crying while filming too. Thank goodness this camera isn't showing my face. Whew, I look like I was watching Titanic for the first time. Once you're finished prepping the chicken, the green onion, and the onion, you can start prepping the cabbage. For 2 entrees, half a cabbage should be enough, so slice the cabbage in half and save the other half for another time. Then slice it in half again and cut off the stalks, and after you cut off the stalks, you can start slicing it thinly like my dad is doing here. Now let's go marinating the chicken. In a separate bowl, put in a spoon of salt and a small spoon of chicken flavoring and sugar. Then add a few twists of pepper and pour it all into the chicken. Then add 2 spoons of oil in there and start mixing it all up. After the chicken is evenly mixed through, add in a half spoonful of cornstarch to thicken it all up and then mix it thoroughly, and then you're done. Then allow it to marinate for about 10 minutes. And now to the cooking. In a pot or a large pan, fill it up with water to boil the veggies and noodles. In another pan, add a good glug of oil to fry up your chicken. To be healthier, you can also boil the chicken in water until it's cooked and shock in an ice bath to stop the cooking process. But like my dad says, if you want it to taste better, fry it up. To test if the oil is hot enough, you can dip your wooden spoon or chopstick in there to see if it bubbles up. Once you see some bubbles, it is hot enough and you can fry up your chicken. Put in the chicken in carefully and fry up the chicken until it is whitish tan or cooked through, which should take about 3 minutes. Then you can drain the oil and put the chicken in a separate bowl to cool. Once that is done, your water should have started boiling already, so first dump in all your sliced cabbages and cook it for about a minute or so, and then you can throw in your noodles in there and have it cooked together. Since the noodles are fresh, it will just take about another 3 to 5 minutes to cook. Then you can start taking out the noodles and cabbage and drain the rest of the water and put the veggies and noodles aside. Now to the fun part, mixing it all together like a crossover episode, or kinda like the Avengers. First, we're going to put in 3 spoons of oil in the pan and have that heat up. Then throw in your onions and your green onions in there and toss it around a few times, and then add in the bean sprouts and then mix it all together. After that, add in the noodles and cabbage and the chicken in and toss everything around for about a minute. Then turn the gas down and then add a few twists of pepper and a little bit of chicken flavoring and tossing it around again. Then add about 3 spoons of soy sauce in there and you'll see the color of the noodles start to get darker. Another option to make it even more delicious is to add a splash of sesame oil in there to enhance the flavor even more. Mix everything together for about another minute or so and you're done. Grab a plate and slowly put all the noodles in there and let's check it out.
Hey, what's for dinner? Some chicken lo mein. You want to try some?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's try some.
Wow.
Really good.
Hey, spoiler alert.